Kulu, the now Kishmi, the Lukomi Heath. Kapilo, stay, the Nadami, the Breatha Hadatha, the Hivlakom Wahrabim, the Mashle Hatayin. Havata Rabata Nash. يفيخ يوكي لهم أي بلا كوتم لمحكتي أنها سلطمة إذا ثيل كومارا هم حكي هيدا هيدا هيفو دينا لدينا كوكافيل دينا فيف لكم أنتون هيدا هيفو لكم أنتم maha amanin bi. Matinda wundi ehwe ana arth koste. Khaya. La yitayna shalaba lehim biati.
Hey, Shalom. All praises to you. How about Shem? Yahweh Shai about Shem Rakakodash. Much mercy to you brothers out there. May you continue to grow in the spirit. Yahweh Shai is speaking in these last days. He is speaking. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 'Yahweh Shai is actually speaking. You see, John 10:20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And this is what you got to understand what's happening. The Lord is speaking through the mouth of a few. He's not speaking through everybody. You see. And what he's saying is you have to get to him, because when you can't and not able to get to him, that's going to be it. You see? Matthew 18 and 16. Matthew 18 and 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word be established. You see? Matter of fact, let's read 15. Matter of fact, we're gonna read to, yeah, it's heavy real quick. I'm gonna start at 12. I'm gonna read Matthew 18 and 12. And I want to read the rest of Luke 11. But let's get some understanding. Matthew 18 and 12. How you think ye, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doeth not he leave the 99 and go up to the mountains and seek that which is gone astray? So the Spirit of the Lord is searching everybody out, just so you can get to so the Spirit can get to where it needs to get to. That's the Spirit right now. So he's searching for his elect through the mouth of just a few. You don't need that many. Now it says, and if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiced more of that one sheep than of the 99 which went astray. So this is very heavy to the Lord. You know, these times. Basically, when you understand that the new covenant, everything is in the Spirit. It's nothing of the flesh. There's no carnal sacrifices you're doing. This of the new covenant is totally of the Spirit. It is this is totally of the Spirit. You see, this is totally of everything in the New Testament is spiritual. And the heavy part about the new covenant, it gives you spiritual eyes to see. You see what I'm saying? Like it really does, man. The Lord, he gives you those spiritual eyes through his mouth. Like that's why he said that you can't live off of bread alone. You got to live off of his words. So if you're not actually accepting and agreeing on his word, and you're not married to him, then you're not in the Spirit. It don't matter who you are in these last days. You see, so it's heavy. It's heavy what's going on. Matthew 18 and 13, again it says, and if it be so that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than of 99 which went not astray. So every brother that's sealed, that gets sealed, the 144,000, and every brother that comes back to the Lord, it is a beautiful thing, man. The scriptures say the angels rejoice in heaven. You see? And what we're doing, the job that we have to do is break up guys' fellow ground in their mind. That's what we're doing, man. Like when it talks about with Jeremiah, so how do you break things up? You got to hit things hard. You see, that's why you have to be hot for the Lord. You can't be slothful. Then that means he's not really using you like that. If you don't really have nothing to say, that's why, like, what's coming out of everybody's mouth in these last days is just proving who they are. Because the key thing is getting back to the Lord, not understanding the mark of the beast. That's something carnal. You got to understand the Lord first, which is in the Spirit. Everything of the New Testament is actually a spiritual mind. You see? It's a totally spiritual mind. It's nothing carnal. It's no carnal dates. It's just the mind of Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? And it's totally through the Spirit. Forever and ever and ever. That's why it's eternal. So you cannot be deceived. You see what I'm saying? That's one thing they knew about the apostles in Acts. One thing they knew about Yahweh Shai. He could always perceive and see. Now, Matthew 18 and 14, it says, even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. Moreover, thy brother trespass against thee. So the little ones are very valuable to the Lord. Moreover, if thy brother trespass against thee, go tell him his fault between thee and him alone. And if they shall hear thee, thou hast gained a brother. So what's happening is guys are not hearing the Lord. They're not receiving the Lord right now. They're not. You see? Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. You see? It says, but if he will not hear thee, then take 1 or 2 more, that the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word be established. So what's happening out of a few brothers' mouths, the new covenant is being established and judgments are going out. You see what I'm saying? The new covenant is being established. These words are being pushed out there, which they have to go out there. You know, they have to go out there. You got to get to the Lord. Because these wide gates and synagogues and shit, they're satanic. You have to get to the Lord yourself. You see? It says, if he neglect to hear, it says, and if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, then let him be thee as an heathen man and a publican. Right. So a lot of you guys, you're fucking heathens. Let me read this real quick. So this is what the Lord is telling us, and it's all about through the Spirit. We're really explaining shit, and guys can't get it. But that's okay, because it's being put out there anyway. I'm gonna look up that word heathen real quick. Yeah, it's heavy. This chapter is heavy from the top. That's why, like, we could judge, because we're not doing the shit you guys are doing. We're not in the mind you guys are in. You see what I'm saying? So we could judge. The scriptures say a spiritual man, he could judge all things. And guys are not spiritual anymore. They're carnal. They became a part of the world. So it's like the Lord has to, like, have certain men that's not even in that spirit, not known or none of that, but telling you the truth. And that's what's happening. So the word, yeah, it's heavy, man, because in this time, a lot of people, they fallen away. A lot of guys, they don't even believe in the Bible. You know, that's how satanic things have became. But the Lord is always going to set men up in the most fucked up times to actually defend him. You see? That's why there's no reason you should deny the Lord at all. You should always be like, I'm in the covenant with the Lord. I agree with the Lord. You see? No matter who says what.
Strong's G 1482, ethnikos. Ethnikos.
Okay, so that word heathen, the Lord said, let them be a fucking heathen, bro. Like, if they'll hear us. And a bunch of you guys, you're just heathens. You know, all you guys, you're heathens. But by us teaching and saying certain things, that is, that's the Lord searching out things. You see? Trying to pull a few out of the fire and shit. Because the Lord is definitely lighting the wide gates. It says, adapted to the genes, cousins, and people, particular to a person, national, suited for manners, language, foreigners, strange, foreign. So guys are foreigners to the scriptures, to the Lord. They're outside the temple. So they don't have nothing to do with the new covenant or Yahweh Shai or none of that. They're for this world. And the more you teach Yahweh Shai, the more you the more you make this world go away. The more it tears down the world, because you're actually putting discernment out there. So Yahweh Shai is life, and you're in the valley of the shadow of death, and the more you teach life, is killing death. It's defeating death. And then ultimately, this whole shit's gonna be destroyed. Like it's what's happening now. So it's heavy what's going on. So these are just certain things you need to understand. You know, it's important that you understand certain things, because guys are in a heathenistic fucking mind frame. It says, of a savoring of a nature of pagans, alien to the worship of the true power. Heathenists. Guys are heathens, man. Guys are heathens. That's what we're dealing with. They're alien to the worship of the true power, and they're worshiping this world and money. You know, we've took it to guys, and we told guys where they're going off, and so if they can't receive the Lord, then guys are heathens. But you have to know that the Lord told you in Matthew 24 that it was going to be many deceivers out there, but He gave you a mind frame on how to see everybody, and it's actually a blueprint. The Bible is the blueprint. It's the prince, but through the Spirit. So guys that don't agree with the new covenant, they're not in the spirit of the New Testament, because they deny the covenant, so they can't be in that mind. It's a certain type of mind that the Lord had. You see what I'm saying? Verse 18, verily I say unto you, whosoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bind in heaven. Whatsoever ye loose on earth, it shall be loosed in heaven. So how's it happening down here? It's happening in the heavens. That's why, like, brothers that's really teaching the Lord up in the heavens, that's a beautiful thing. But guys that's not really teaching the Lord, it's pretty bad for them down here, and it's going to get bad for them. You see what I'm saying? Verse 19, again I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst. So in the midst of 2 or 3 gathered. You see? The Lord, He works with small numbers. This is the understanding and the mystery. So because those synagogues back in those ancient times, they came on the earth, they denied the Lord, they killed them. Because that happened, the Lord had to set it up to where He's not going, His spirit, the true spirit is not going to be amongst temples and synagogues. And that's heavy. That's heavy like that. So yeah, if you really think about it, why would the Lord put His spirit out there in temples when they tried to kill Him like that? You see that? So He's not really out there. Luke chapter 10 verse 1, it says, after these things the Lord appointed over 70 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before the face into every city place whither He Himself would come. So He set up guys 2 and 2, man, going to every city, paving the way for Him. You see? Therefore said He unto them, the harvest is truly great, but the laborers are few. It goes that word few again. Pray ye therefore that the Lord of the harvest, that He would send forth laborers unto His harvest. And this is what you got to understand. The Lord don't need everybody. This is in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? It's not nothing carnal anymore. That's why to get to that certain level, you had them class 5 mutants, which everything was of the mind. And that's what this is. This is of the mind now. And the Lord's only dealing with a few like that. So you got all these carnal camps out there, which the most important thing that they're doing, which is wicked, is denying Yahushua. And it's so heavy because it's like guys think they're teaching all this other shit that they're okay, but the main thing that you need to be teaching is the Lord. And guys are set up against the Lord. And His men too. So guys wonder, is the Bible real? The Bible is very much real. It's just that if you don't have a spiritual mind, then you can't really grasp it. If you're carnal, it's only so far you can go dealing with the Lord's word. And that's just the truth. If you're just a carnal minded motherfucker, at the end of the day, like these guys, they're carnal. They got all this info, but ultimately they're carnal. And the bus stops with Yahweh Shai. Because in Yahweh Shai, the things they're doing is being spotted out. Everything men in the world and shit is doing is totally against that new covenant. You see? So this is what you got to understand. The Lord, he brought like a spiritual roadmap for you to see. The new covenant is totally in the mind and the spirit. You see? So the Lord said the laborers are going to be few in this time. True laborers. Going back down to the 144,000 is less than 3% of the world's population. Not counting the men and women and children, of course. But the men that were sent in to do the work, and it's not that many of them. It's not that many guys like that. It's not many guys like that needed. Luke 10:3. Go your ways. Behold, I send you forth as lambs amongst wolves. Carry neither purse, nor scrip, nor shoes, and salute no man by the way. Look. Carry neither no purse, nor scrip, nor shoes. So you're supposed to be out there strictly on faith. Not guns or knives either. Not none of that shit. You see? Verse 5, and whatsoever, it says, and into whatsoever house ye enter, first you say, peace be unto this house. And if the Son of peace be there, your peace shall rest upon it. But if not, it shall turn to you. You see? So basically what's happening is the Lord is searching out. He's searching everybody out. And if you're not really of him, you're not going to have peace wherever the fuck you are, because you're not in the spirit. See, Yahweh Shai is that rest now. Let me continue this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do Luke 11. I'm gonna have to come back to Luke 11. But the heavy part about understanding the Lord and the temples made with hands, and understanding how the Lord is dealing 1 out of 1,000, 2 or 3 gathered. This is very key, because you gotta understand, all the main temples and synagogues, they rejected the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So why would he put his spirit out there in these synagogues like that? Eventually, yeah, these synagogues are set up. You're gonna have to break out of the synagogues to get to that higher level. And that higher level, it really don't have nothing to do with men. You know, even though the Lord is gonna set up teachers and things like that, you know, certain teachers that didn't fucking get corrupt teaching this word, that's going to help you get to the spirit. You know, that's what all this is. This is just helping brothers get to the spirit and get out of the flesh. Because the old laws of Moses, that's all of the flesh. You got to graduate to the spirit. See, a lot of you guys, you're just brutes. You're just brutes, and you can only go so far with this truth. But for you brothers that can understand, that can break out of the fucking flesh, because that's what you're in now. You're in these carnal, fleshly camps, which you have to break out of that and graduate to the spirit. That's what you have to do. Luke 10:6, and if the Son of peace be there, your peace shall rest upon it. If not, it shall turn unto you. Right? So everything we're saying is being rejected by most of the people, but the peace of the Lord is not on you. You see how that works? Everybody that's rejecting like what we're saying, like they're not in the mind and peace. Because Yahweh Shai is your rest. So like if you don't want the Lord to be your rest, you won't have any peace. So there's no peace to the wicked. Now it says, in the same house remain eating and drinking such things as they give, for the laborer is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house. You see? So this is what you was doing. That's what's happening now. The spirit is going to house to house. And certain guys are rejecting it, and then some guys are accepting that the peace and that rest. It says, and into whatever city ye enter, and they receive you, eat such things that are set before you. Heal the sick that are therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of most heaven is come nigh unto you. You see that? So that's what this whole thing is about. It's about healing you, getting you to the Lord's peace. I'm going to read, matter of fact, I'll read a little bit of Luke real quick. Yeah, I'll read a little bit of Luke. Because Luke 11 is another side of, just like Matthew 23, they both are being taught through different people, but it's like the same thing in Matthew 23. So I'm gonna go back, Luke 11 and 35. It says, take heed therefore that the light which is in thee be not darkness. And that's what's happened. Guys' lights have been turned into darkness. And if you think about it, guys probably never had the light all along. It's just a way, it's like a magic trick. Guys have been David Copperfield with the truth all this time and shit. You see, that's why they was mad at Paul, because Paul, they put that hit out on Paul because Paul was really he was healing guys. And that's what this is about. It's all about healing.
Hey, V, line them up.
It says, if the whole body therefore be full of light, having no part dark, the whole shall be full of light. When the bright shining of the candle doeth give thee light. You see? So you can't have no part of dark. You have to be totally separated and to be holy. You see what I'm saying? Verse 37, Luke 11 and 37. As he spake, a certain Pharisees besought him to dine with them, and he went in and sat to meat. And when the Pharisees saw it, he marveled that he had not first washed his hands before dinner. And the Lord said unto him, now do you Pharisees make clean the outside of the cup and the platter, but in your inward parts is ravening wolves and wickedness. And that's what we're finding out right now. Like the inside of Guy's cup is just full of wickedness, and we can see through the spirit. You see, that's why the Lord said, through the Lord you can see all things. 1 John 2 and 20, real quick. Right, so it's not nothing personal. It's just the spirit, bro. The spirit has a mission it has to complete, and it don't care about how guys feel about it. Like the spirit got to do what it has to do. Just like if somebody, just like how Esau be bombing these buildings, ultimately it's the Lord that's bringing that judgment. But you gotta think of it like the bomb just does what it's supposed to do. It hits and it explodes and it kills shit. It's just doing what it's supposed to do. Now people, they might not like it because people are getting killed, but the bottom line is that whatever missile or bomb hit certain areas, they're doing what they're supposed to do. And that's how the spirit is. It's like the spirit's gonna do what it's supposed to do, and you really don't have no say so about it. And 9 times out of 10, with how this world is, you ain't gonna like what the spirit is doing, and you're not supposed to. 1 John 2 and 20, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. That's right. So the Lord, he knew their thoughts. He knew like they were just wicked. One of the other reasons that guys is wicked, guys, is they're sitting on high seats. And the Lord ran from that. It was a specific reason he ran from that high seat shit. But with that, man, I'm going to have to hit you brothers a little bit later. Stay in the spirit, man. Stay in the spirit. You see. And with that, I hit you brothers on the next one. Hey, shalom.